Hey there, and welcome to my dad's backlog. You can call me Raven, and this is a little bit out of the ordinary sort of video for me. I have been hearing the news about how game companies, especially Sony, are planning to get rid of discs, and so that brings up the topic of physical media and the things that we would be losing out on. So I decided that since this is a channel dedicated to the memory of my dad, and a big part of that was the games that we would play together, I wanted to show off some of the collection that I have. Some of it is from my old man, from before he died. Well, I mean, yeah, it is from a good chunk of this is from before he died, especially, over here is earlier, and then we get into different categories later on, and then I've got a little secret bonus at the end there. For parts of this, because I'm not used to using just the camera for talking with, I'm going to be resting this on a collection of the DVDs that he has that didn't really stand out to me enough, unlike a Ghost Ship down there. That one has a cool cover on it. So I guess I'll just go category by category and talk about the different games. Just generally speaking. So over here we've got classic like PS2 titles and all that, including a PS1 title. There was another game up in the PlayStation 1 section as well, but I don't remember all that much. But we have Warhammer Shadow of the Horned Rat from the PlayStation 1, I guess. And then the first game I played in the Dragon Quest series, which was 8, the one with the Cursed King, who's a little goblin dude. Full Alchemist, he and I would watch that back in the day. Psychonauts, a classic mind-bending game in which you go into people's brains and help them out with their psychological issues. We pre-ordered that, is the cool thing. I had a shirt, I don't know where it is now, but it was Raz the protagonist, and it was a tie-dye shirt. It looked like a tie-dye shirt anyway. And then hopefully this comes across well on camera. I don't know, but we got Scarface, The World Is Yours, which is a really pretty good game. I'm pretty sure GTA 4 took its cop mechanics from that, and they got to evade the cops by driving. I'm going to try to rest this under some of the DVDs, actually. Let's see. Can I just rest this here? I can. I have the technology. And then we've got Mafia. I'm actually going to open this one. Let's see. We have classic PS2 title right here. And then, let's see. Yeah, I've still got the old, oh no. It's all fucking up. Oh. I've got I believe it's the map still in here, so that's pretty fucking cool. Several of these still have their old maps and whatnot in them. Godfather the game, which the better version is on the PlayStation 3, but unless it's changed since the last time I looked it up, this is a good example of game companies, or rather, I guess the game console, because it's Xbox itself. I don't believe they made this backwards compatible, so I don't know if I can play this on Xbox One. I'd like to play this for the channel. I have an Elgato, but if this isn't backwards compatible, I'll have to find other ways to cover the game on the channel. I might have... Oh, I do! It does have the map. Yeah, check that out, and it's still got the booklet, too. So that's pretty cool. Gee, wait, does the Scarface... I don't know if Scarface has anything. It's got something advertising the music from the game. Nothing too fancy. And then we get into some more interesting ones, in that this first one is a cheat. One of those old cheat, I guess you would put it in code. I'm gonna try to hold this. Oh, there we go. I have the technology. You would put in the cheat codes and it would alter the game in some way. Don't know in what ways particular for this one. I didn't look too much into this. I haven't touched this in like 20 years. But, and this is pretty neat, this, I didn't even notice. It's got a warbling rainbow effect. That's pretty neat. and it's actually in really good condition. Well, it's trying to zoom in on Sora. I can see on the camera. Let's see. Ignore the background. I don't have a lot of space in here, so my storage isn't the best. Oh, hell yeah. It's still got the booklet. There we go. And it's even got a space for a memory card. That's pretty cool. I'll be covering Kingdom Hearts 1 on the channel, I believe, in September. And this might be the rarest one. I believe this is worth over $100 or so now, since nobody really bought it because it kind of sucked. And so, because of it, Drakengard 2, the copies of it are worth a decent amount. This is, of course, used. We even got it used. You can see the GameStop sticker ruined. Let's see, does this? No. Oh, it does have the booklet in it. Fantastic. It also has the space for the memory card. So that's pretty fucking cool. Alright, set those to the side. The only two movies that I really gave that much of a shit about, because the cover, wait, is it left right? It is left right. Hopefully this comes through on the video, but it's got a cool effect here, where the skull shows up and then doesn't show up. Not show up, shows up. Not shows up, shows up. Hopefully that comes through. I don't know. And to prove that my old man did in fact get this back in the day, and we did watch through it with it, this is The Fall of Reach, which I guess was at Kmart back when, you know, that existed in the United States. It was widespread. I remember Little Caesars used to exist there. Let's see. Now we get into the... I'm just gonna set you back down. Okay, YouTube. Stay there. Stay nice. Oh, fuck, I forgot. The fucking... the camera, like, tries to go to sleep if it sits still for too long. So I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Alright. So we got Saints Row 1, which is, discolored from being old and, from being in a basement, and, Moman having a shitload of cats back when he was alive, until he stopped having a lot of cats, and then he stopped living. Those two aren't totally connected, but, you know. And then Saints Row 2, which I'll be covering on the channel with my cousin. She'll be playing co-op with me. Borderlands 1, I already covered that on the channel, and this came out after the rest of the game. This is the Game of the Year edition, which I believe the codes within are reusable. So I believe I gave the I don't know if that's a crime or not. Never mind. Borderlands 2 to show that I also have Borderlands 3 physical. That's for the PS4, but that's over in an area I haven't cleaned. Halo, the original Halo. I wanted to show that I have that as well. I got that after the fact. This was probably like 2008, 2010. My cousin and I played it a bit on the Xbox 360 because it was backwards compatible. And it was a decent time. Mostly just screwed around in Blood Gulch. And to show that I did, in fact, used to play Call of Duty games, I have Call of Duty Black Ops. I have a few others as well. Some of my copies are missing. And, right, so, there was a cut there because the camera started dying on me, and I swapped it. Anyway, yeah, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty games. I don't do that anymore. Some of the other ones are missing. I have Black Ops 2 somewhere. I only really played them going from Modern Warfare forward until Black Ops 2. I think I stopped giving a shit at that point. Hopefully this isn't... I'm gonna try to... Is this less painful on my wrist? It is slightly less painful. Hopefully it's still visible for the camera. And then a cool little feat. I'm gonna just pull it up. Game disc with demos and stuff. I don't know what this... Did this come with, I don't know where the fuck this came from. This might have been a GameStop thing? This might have come with a... Yeah, I don't know. But I used to be able to play a bunch of demos and stuff. I guess you can do it on Steam now. But, it's just different to have the disc. Let me open up the disc thing. Oh, I forgot. I gotta go through some of the maps. Oh, it's still a little nasty on the inside from being in a basement. He didn't really keep the basement all that clean is the issue. Alright. Ooh, should I go... Yeah, I'll go with the big hitter first. I don't want to unfold it because I hate fucking folding maps and shit. This is the original Skyrim map from the original 2011 release. My Alduin statue is somewhere in the garage, I believe. And down there is my original copy of Skyrim down all the way down there, which I'll be getting in, I'll be touching soon-ish. Let's see. I also got Borderlands. There's the ore part of it, and there's the guy. That's from the Game of the Year release. GTA 5's map. Yeah, that's the power station. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I had this on the wall for a while. The next one, I don't want to show it because I don't know. Well, it's not that titty. I guess I'll show the Rockstar symbol. The Vice City poster from back in, 2003? Yeah, I've been playing the GTA series since 3 itself, I want to say, and then I got really into it at San Andreas from a copy that my uncle had. And this next one, this is the Red Dead Redemption 1 map, the original release, which I do also have down there, and I'll be getting to those very, very shortly. Alright. This pile is sort of like the biggest hits that I have. I'm going to try to... Ow! Fuck! I'm 32 years old and I'm halfway to crippled. Alright. So, some of the biggest hits in regards to the games that I have, GTA 4. Was this the original release? Let me... Yeah, it's got the map. It's got the map and everything. That's cool as shit. As well as the booklet, which I believe... It's probably a tourism guide, isn't it? Oh, it's upside down. And I think backwards. Alright, we're not going to look at that. GTA 5 Steelbook. The original release, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what's speckled with. That's not great. But... yeah. It was after I graduated that we got it. Okay, it's missing one of the discs. Is the install disc? No, I'm missing the non-install disc of it. Don't know where that went. I guess I'll show the inside. Didn't Lindsay Lohan... Well, who the fuck was... It wasn't Lindsay Lohan. Some other woman trying to claim that this was her, but it totally wasn't her. Alright. Minecraft. This isn't even my original copy of the 360 version of it. This I'm sure was my cousin's. Not the cousin that you're familiar with on the channel. One of the younger cousins. Or it was even my uncle's. It has, like, dog bite marks on it. Yeah, no booklet. Because, did Minecraft ever come with a booklet for the console editions? And then we get into... Oh, I have to crawl on my knees. No! Shit's falling over. Alright. We got Fallout 3. I'm not going to reach into these ones. These are, I believe Fallout 3 is the original release one. Because I know we got that brand fucking new. We pre-ordered for that shit. Fallout New Vegas, that's a pre-order original edition. I want to get that eventually signed by Joshua Sawyer and maybe some of the VAs. The maps are currently invading my personal space. I'm trying not to get a paper cut from them. Please don't. There we go. Yeah, the Red Dead Redemption original special edition release. I don't remember what all came with the special edition. Probably... Well, I have the strategy guide over to my right, but that area isn't very cleaned out. And then Redemption 2, we got that brand spanking new, 2019. I bought that. I think I only got the one copy of it. Some of these we have multiple copies of, like, as you can see with Oblivion. We didn't get Oblivion brand new. We got the special edition or whatever that came out with the DLCs, the main two DLCs, Knights of the Nine and not the Knights, Shivering Isles. That was for PlayStation 3. We got on PlayStation 3. I got the Game of the Year Morrowind for Xbox. I got that around the time that Skyrim came out because I wanted to play through that really quick. My original experience with Morrowind was one of my neighbors growing up, not when I was with my old man, back when I was with my birth giver. He was a crack addict, and he would go around in Morrowind just stealing pillows from people, and that's my first experience with Morrowind. And then, as you can see, Oblivion, and then Skyrim, the initial release, the cool paper or whatever box. This thing is 15 years old now, which is fucking great. I also have the guide for that over on my right. I'll clean this up later. No, I'm getting back up. I'm getting back up. My knee's going to God damn it. Shit. Alright, and then moving on over here, we get into sort of the main topic of the thing, and which is Sony getting rid of their discs after 2028. And as you can see here, I'm pretty sure Assassin's Creed, the original, came out. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just pick up games in bunches. We've been playing the Assassin's Creed series for a good long time. I want to say the original one came out in 2008. Can't quite remember. I remember he had gone originally to get Keenan Lynch for me, and then decided to get Assassin's Creed, and I ended up liking Assassin's Creed more than Keenan Lynch isn't bad. I also have that. I also have that on Steam. It might not run on Steam. Hopefully it's backwards compatible with the Xbox One, and I'll play it via that if it need be. But yeah, as you can see, we played through a bunch of the... We got the original releases when they were coming out. I think Assassin's Creed 2 might have been new. I'm not sure. But we eventually did go... We played through... I didn't finish 3. 3 is the time when I just didn't have the time and energy. No, I did finish 3. Right? No. I'm not sure. Anyway. Now we get into more formative games that are fucking rad as hell. I didn't get into Mass Effect and Dragon Age when they were new. Mass Effect because the marketing... I didn't really see anything until the third game, and on the third game, they marketed Garrus extremely poorly in one commercial, and I was like, what is this fucking nerd doing here? Because he was just talking about weapon tech or whatever, and I was like, shut the fuck up. This is my sidekick? I don't want to deal with him. Anyway, Mass Effect's fucking fantastic. I'm going to be covering that on the channel eventually. Dragon Age. I played Dragon Age Origins originally before 2 came out. And then I was young and I didn't quite understand it. I played through not the City Elf, the Dalish Elf origin, and that kind of sucked a fat one compared to the others from my memory. And so I didn't really get it. I preferred more action RPG, like the open world stuff. And so the more tactical-based stuff, I wasn't super duper into. Dragon Age 2, I also waited to play because, compared to Skyrim, where you can play multiple races, and as well as Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, you didn't really get the option to do so. You played as a human. But here's the thing. Dragon Age 2, on my top 10 favorite games. You know what's no longer on there? I don't know where the fuck I put it, but Borderlands 1. Alright. Now we're on to some other games that are... Alright. Oh, fuck, the Polish are out to get me again. I'll get the one that's the hardest to see first, and we'll get that out of the way. I have the Steelbook, and as you can see, when you push it out like this, it gives birth to Kiryu and Haruka walking through Kamurocho. But and when you tuck it down like this, she's all by her lonesome, dealing with these two dipshits. So, yeah, I got that. Time to get back to the Polish. Oh yeah, that's my old man back there. Let's see if I can... Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes. He's next to a painting I got from Goodwill that looked really cool. And then, the Grogu that he got me before he died. Like I don't know. When did Season 1 come out? Yeah, that's when he got it. But yeah, my old man in a little sack over there. That's his resting spot when we're not recording. Zooming back out. The Witcher 3, we didn't get to it when it was brand new. We got a little bit afterwards. It was one of the first games where I just straight up couldn't finish it because of depression in 2015, along with Fallout 4. But that was partially also, I was like, man, this story kind of sucks. Anyway, as you can see, we had more than one copy of Cyberpunk. I want to say... I want to say one of the steelbooks did come with the bottom copy, and then the other steelbook was because I think we got it for Xbox and for PlayStation, and it ended up being that the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 4 copy of it especially didn't run very well, and I don't even think I opened the Xbox copy. I think I gave that to somebody, actually, because they wanted it after a while, and I was like, listen, don't pay for it, here it is. Part of it was also I just wanted the steelbook. That I ended up not getting. The Voodoo Boy steelbook is pretty fucking neat. It's got some... Oh, fuck, I can't really show you the cool glaring effects without the actual glare of the light. And then the other one... Maelstrom. Pretty neat. His eye things also do a glare thing. I'm trying to do it without the actual light fucking up. But, yeah, I mean... this was, we were super hyped for it. I was waiting since 2013 for it. And then it came out. It was a running joke before he died for him to keep asking me, have they fixed it yet? And I would keep saying, no, they have not fixed it. And that was just a running joke for the last 2 years of his life. They released, the 2.0 update or whatever. I wouldn't say that my issues with the game are fixed. So... there's that. And then finally, so I think I went through all of the things I'd planned on showing you in terms of games, which is, to say all these things, the loss of physical media, right, discs, is the loss of the ability to plop it into a console and then play it, or plop it into whatever you want and play it. Like, DVDs, you can put that into a lot of different consoles. We use the PlayStation 2 as a DVD player most of the time. PlayStation 3, you got the Blu-rays and shit. And then onwards, I think everything else had Blu-rays. So, yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. Going forwards, building a collection like this won't be possible. I remember back in the day, I was the only one concerned with the fact that things were going more digital, things were becoming less physical. And with that, I was like, man... this might happen. And I was told, no, it won't. I guess I was right. Another thing was also that maybe it's bad that Xbox is buying up all these different companies because they might screw over developers and, it might make things worse for fans. And I was told, no, it won't. And then it did. Anyway, I guess a sweet thing to tie everything off with is this book. Now, I am mildly worried that it might be racist because of Aunt Jemima stuff, but this maybe Jemima isn't racist in this circumstance as a name. It's a duck woman. Anyway, this book came out the year before I was born. I'm not going to open it because it says my government name in it. It's one of those books you get when you're young and your parents write in it that it's for you, and I believe this is the first book that I was given. It's the earliest example of one that I can find. And if publishing companies had their way, we wouldn't even have books. You would need to read this digitally, and you wouldn't own it. I own this book. I can do whatever I want with this book. This physical book, I can give it to another kid to read, to keep with their family, and they can hand it down to their kids as well. I've heard stories that people have been buying movies, like these movies, and they've been buying them digitally, and they're disappearing out of their libraries because of licensing issues or whatever, and it's just ludicrous, and it's just. I just wanted to make this video since this is one of those sorts of things that ties into what I'm doing with this channel. Preserving memories, talking about memories, and I've always been I try to help vocalize issues that are relating to consumer rights and such things, and I guess that's about it. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay strong, and remember that trans rights are human rights.